YouTubers? Bitter here. Well, I'm going for a little ride up towards Lapeer, Michigan. Take my daughter to lunch. She wanted to ride with me today, and I took a couple days off because it's really nice out. And I wanted to go riding today, so I asked my daughter if she wanted to go, and I said, well, we'll pick a place up north of here somewhere, go for a nice ride, and try a new place to eat. So I wanted to try to get some of that on video. But it's a pretty day for a ride. And been contemplating a couple things. I want to buy I'm thinking about buying a little spare, those little 1 gallon, even maybe like NTA's got those liter gas can, gas bottles. I'm getting about, from what I figure, about 42 miles to the gallon, something like that, on this thing. I mean, it is what it is. And I wanted to see if I had one of those with me, if I go for a long ride and she starts to get down to the wire, because my other buddies, they get pretty gas mileage on their bikes. Craig's got a Silverwing, and I think he can go a little further distance, because I'm getting about 130 miles, and then starts flashing. And from what I read, I know it's all relative, but what I read, they get about another 30 miles at the flashing point. I've never really tested it per se. Never, checked. Sit right there, buddy. See if if that's the case. But I'd like to have, like, even a liter of gas. There's 3 liters to a gallon. So if I had, I'm guessing that when it's at the flash point on my gas gauge, 30 miles, it might have a little less than a gallon of gas. So a liter, I don't know how much that would help me. Maybe it'd get me to a gas station in an emergency. I don't know that, but depends how far it is and what a liter of fuel will do for me. And I only carry a couple of them. 2 liters, that's almost a gallon, like a half a gallon. Yeah, I think there's like a half a gallon of gas. So I've been kind of contemplating this fuel preparedness thing, if you will. We're going to take a real long trip in September to, and I'll put a a link down if anybody's interested. Anybody's welcome to the Eureka Springs, Arkansas, the STO 2013, Scootin' the Ozarks 2013, and there's a picture right here. Of their website. And this will be my first year. It's like a 900-mile ride one way. And I am really looking forward to going there. Looks like a great time. I've seen the videos that the Lenawee Trekker had posted, and he's had a grand old time. Building some new homes in there, I see. Just showing some of the videos that he had when they went last year. Man, it was a blast. I couldn't go last year; I had other prior commitments. But this year, I'm going. So, and I'd like to make sure I'll be there. They'll be between the Lenawee Trekker and I. There'll be plenty of video. I'll tell you that much. But I'd like to have that safety margin in the fuel to at least a liter of fuel. Even if I did that, I've seen these gas cans. A guy from Austria had done a nice video on it, made by Reba. I'll put the link down there, REVA. It's a little red gallon gas can, plastic. It worries me because gas will permeate eventually. Supposedly it won't. Where I have to keep it, that would worry me. Not sure I want to go there, but I don't know if that's going to apply. I don't have a provision to have an external fuel tank with me. Could I make something? I'm sure I could. I just don't know yet. I got to think about it. But anyways, NTH sent me a link on these flat gas cans. They're right there, and just wait. Thank you. And I kind of like that idea. It'd be easier to mount, I think. But again, do I need to go there? I don't know. I just signal I gotta get fuel, but I just don't want to be. I guess I'm kind of over paranoid. Maybe I don't want to be one of those holdups. Geez, you gotta stop and ask in. That kind of thing. So I'm not sure what I want to do here. I'm just kind of don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna cut it from here right now. Kind of pondering a few things there, especially that, and I'll be back when we get in the other area. So this is Vader out for our Lapeer, Michigan trip. So for lunch, Vader out. Hey, Vader here. Okay, well, we're coming up through Lake Orion, going into a little town called Oxford, and this is M24. There's always a lot of traffic on this road. A lot of truck business traffic. This road can get nuts. I was going to kind of take the back ways up, but I thought, well, I'll ride this up there, then I'll come back the back way. My daughter's listening to her music on the, we got our intercom working on the scale, the Cardo Scala stuff, but she's listening to her music, so I'm just railing on. It's a nice ride through here. I mean, enjoy the ride through here. It's a beautiful old town, but it has built up, that's for sure. But anywho, we're going to this place called I think it's called The Farm. I can't remember exactly now. I'll know when I get there. Do a little search on places to eat up this way, and there's a ton of them up here, but it's had a lot of reviews, good reviews, recent one, several recent ones actually, and I thought maybe coming up into Lapeer, I thought maybe we could do something like that. It's just past 69, which is an east and west highway. I can always eat around these places. Just don't get up that way that much, so I thought maybe it'd be kind of a neat thing to do, and a good choice for food. Yeah, I seen where Mr. Polymers had had those lights on his top case. I like those lights. I'm going to stick with the Hyper light. I'm going to buy them. They're a little more expensive, but these electro pods, don't buy them, folks. They're junk. Street FX doesn't support you on it. There's not a lot of... I read a guy on a Kawasaki had the same problem, because there's only 2 wires on these things. I'm going to get past this guy. And the 2 wires, it's only 55. Metamora will pull your ass over in a heartbeat. Anyways, they're just junk. I know why they were $20 each pair, you know. Because the ones that Mr. Polymers got, at least he has a separate brake line wire. These don't. It's a red and a black wire, and you hook it up to ground, and you hook it up to, and I verified the ground on that wire that I'm on. It's good, clean ground. There's nothing on it. But further reading, I did some deep reading in regard on the search. All right, what are we doing, guys? Nice move. That's a good move there. A lot of different types of bikes. Even a guy on a Bergman uh, had the same problem. So the census was that sometimes you get what you paid for, and they're junk. They're just they're crappy. I'm not gonna. I'll change them out this winter. I'm gonna put the hyper lights on. They're a little more expensive, but they got good support. Nobody has had any problems with them. I read all kinds of stuff on them. So they have separate feed lines for your power. You have to give it 12 volts. The controller unit, you give it 12 volts, but then you whatever you want to tap it to in your brake light, there's separate lines, and that's what I think is key. Your feed, that way your feed is stay put. Off the battery, and then your brake light switching is a separate activation. And that's important. These here, they just hook direct, and it's basically power on. There's supposed to be brake lights. There's no damn brake line wire. You just feed it to your switch, which is I even installed their little noise maker that they sent me. It's always noise maker. I gotta keep saying that. Their noise device, suppressor. That didn't matter. They're still crap. That thing didn't do nothing. And I tore it apart and looked at the design, what it does. It's like, okay. Well, that's why that was free too. So anyhow, that's the route I'm on. I'm up by the hyper lights, by the good ones, and I'm done with this goddamn project. So anyhow, that's basically it on my lights. I swear to God, one thing it's another. Anyways, I'm gonna cut it off right now, and I'll be back.